A young boy raised by wolves finds community and then loses it to Viking raiders, becoming a vengeful spirit that is known simply as Odin. I'm Zan, konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? And welcome to an episode of the Spiraken Manga review. So let's actually get to it because this is a manga review that a lot of people have been asking about and one I'm excited about. So if you remember from the last episode, I spun that one that only the Wheel of Manga dictated unto me that I would be reviewing a manga that is considered the successor to Vinland Saga. More importantly, it's one which is going to be pretty unique for what's going on with it. And what are we talking about? We are talking about Farewell My Odin. Now, this was created by Chihiro Yoshioka and it came out in 2023 and is released by Titan Manga, one of the newer manga publishers in the US. And this one is a very fascinating uh, tale. A tale about a young boy named Luke and the revenge quest that he will follow. It actually opens up in the beginning in medias res as we see our main character on the ground, beaten and burned, watching as two Vikings play kickball with a decapitated head, including one with long white hair. Who are these people? What is going on? Well, let's go back in time and find out. Back a year. Because in the 11th century, 1000 AD, in the Kingdom of England, about a couple miles north of London, there's a small village that was recently raided by Vikings. And the survivors have returned, being led by a priest whose name is Crowley. And Crowley's trying to help these survivors rebuild, find hope, and more importantly, try to live past what is going on because Vikings are evil, but the church is about forgiveness, healing, and God will help us out. And so he is their leader. He's the one who's leading them forward. And as they move back in, the survivors find out that in one of their cattle stalls, they find a young wild boy with two wolf pups attacking one of their cattle that they abandoned. And they start freaking out, saying, "It's a wolf child, it's a wolf demon, we have to kill it. He was invading and eating our cattle." And they start attacking this young boy, which Crowley notices is just a kid. He's like 10 or 11. He's covered in blood. He's trying to survive, and the townspeople are attacking him. So Crowley ends up doing what any good man would do and protects this young boy from being beaten. And the wolf is confused. The young boy's confused, doesn't know what's happening, doesn't know what's going on. Meanwhile, Crowley's saying, "Listen, you're okay. I know we startled you, but everything's going to be fine. We'll take care of you." Meanwhile, the young boy's like, "I got to get out of here." And his wolf pup siblings are trying to rescue him from this bad man. So they end up taking the wolf pups and the young boy and bringing him to the church, where Crowley introduces himself to this young boy who's being held captive, saying, "Listen, calm down. I'm a priest of this village, and I'm going to make sure that you're okay. I'm going to give you asylum, and we're going to help you out." The young boy wants nothing to do with this, and everyone says, "You're crazy, man. This young boy can't be rehabilitated. He's just a wild animal." But Crowley is going to do his best to nurture and protect this young boy. And eventually, he gains the trust of this young boy and the pups by feeding them, treating them well. And after a little bit of time, he ends up shaving the kid's hair off and making him his assistant, and christens the young boy as Luke. And Luke will be a member of the community and will be raised in the Catholic way. Now, the interesting part about this is that as the year goes by, Luke becomes a member of the community. He ends up being helpful around the village. He ends up doing some things kind of backwards, like hunting wolf, like a hunting wolf, getting prey and bringing it to the village. He's a great hunter. He's able to read emotions, but he sometimes does things like, "Here are some raw rabbits we can eat. This is a present for you," not realizing you have to cook these things. And he is being taught these methods, and he is now accepted. A year has gone by, and it's now Christmas, and life's going to be great. And he loves where he's at now. He's hunted a huge boar for their dinner. He has a family that accepts him, including Crowley, and Crowley's happy that the community's come together over all these adversities. And as they're getting the dinner ready, here's a knock at the door. Thinking it's Luke, he opens it saying, "Hey, you're a little late." And he gets stabbed in the stomach. It's Vikings. They have returned. And he's just a pacifist. He's not going to fight, give him problems. So he has to die, and they're going to collect some heads. And they end up razing it to the ground. And the raiders are led by a man with long white hair who looks very effeminate. And as the town is being burnt and people are being killed, Luke comes home and notices the ships, the fires, and he doesn't know what to do. He's like, oh my God, these are the Vikings that they told me about. I have to save everybody. I have to save Crowley. And he goes back and sees most of his friends, the people he's met, missing or dead. And Crowley is crawling on the ground, bleeding. And the young boy who he helped ends up picking him up and tries to carry him away to safety. And saying, meanwhile, Crowley's like, Luke, you got to get away. You can't stay here. This is dangerous. And he's like, I'm not going to abandon you because you didn't abandon me. And you saved me and my sister, Flau, and my brother, Fee. And why would I abandon you when you protected me? And it's a movement which shows that Luke has become human. He understands forgiveness and mercy and self sacrifice. And he's going to save the man who saved him. And remembers all the good things that Crowley taught him. And Crowley realizes this young boy learned from him, and he can't give up on this boy. So together they're going to save themselves, save the day. So he goes with it. He's going to go with Luke. It's going to be great. However, as they're walking away, axe swings and Crowley gets decapitated. And now Luke is there with the person who's a member of his family, watching as the man with the white cloak says, oops, I missed. Sorry about that, kid. He must have been someone important to you. Well, you know what? I'm not going to cut your head off, but I'll make it so that you don't have to worry anymore. He grabs a torch and burns Luke in the face, burning out one of his eyes. And then, as he's about to do more, the strangers' shipmates say, hey, we got enough for the quota. Let's go. And Luke is left there, sitting next to his dead friend with his wolf brother and sister, watching as the man who essentially raised him is dead. Meanwhile, the mysterious figure gets on a boat and he leaves. He's happy to go. He's like, good job. We did a great job and we're here to go. And everything's great and I'm going to be successful. And we discover the white haired man is named Ire. And Ire is a Viking leader who's going to do what he can to be the best he can to the king of the Vikings, of the Danish. And because of this single incident, he doesn't realize that he has created a problem for the Danish, for the Vikings. And that is Luke giving up his humanity that he just earned to become a vengeful spirit known simply as Hidolf Odin, a boogeyman for the Vikings who hunts with a spear and has two wolves and rips them apart, looking for the white-haired man to get his revenge. And this is a revenge story about trying to find family. And that's what it's about. And it is really, really a exceptional design story. It is one which is compelling and unique, and more importantly, it is one which just Luke's story is understandable. It's someone who found his life, found his humanity, and then it's taken away by a douchebag with long white hair. Now he wants his revenge. However, as with most stories, there are two sides to the puzzle, two sides of it. And Ihar's story is just as tragic and just as compelling as Luke's story. Essentially, Ihar is the Char Aznable to Luke's Amuro Ray. There's more going on. I'm not going to spoil most of it. That first part I did spoil, but the rest I'm not going to do that for because this story is one you should read. It is compelling. It is engaging. It's set in a time when Vikings existed, when knights were giving up, when everyone was at war with each other. And it's really fascinating. And the art, as you saw, for the most part, is very Seinen-esque. It is very detailed. It is very action-packed. The action sequences are depicted amazingly. There is minimal cute stuff. There's a couple of little chibi moments, especially when Luke is younger or when he does something kind of strange. But there are moments which are just truly mesmerizing. And also, you have some interesting elements to the characters themselves in their writing because Luke was raised by someone who was a Catholic. has the Catholic Church, has a cross on his neck. And whenever he sees that, he kind of hesitates, which is a definite weakness which the Vikings can exploit. And the Vikings, on the other hand, they're thinking that Luke is essentially the personification of Odin himself, because one-eyed man with a spear, two wolves, and apparently flocked by crows. That's Odin. Why is Odin messing with us? And Odin's gonna kill us all. So this is kind of interesting dichotomy, and the way he's depicted is well done. Also, fun fact, you don't really see the eye that's burned. They don't ever show it, except for a little bit of scarring here, which I like as a good artistic touch. And as the story goes, what's going to happen, we don't know. There's only 3 volumes out right now, but I'm excited for volume 4. And yeah, this series, there's a lot I could say, but let's just get to it. So, what am I going to rate this? I'm going to give this a really, really, really cool. Read it now. It's a great historical fiction adventure set in one of the most tumultuous times in history. It's got some detailed artwork. Our main character is multifaceted. At one moment, he is a revenge seeking beast. On the other hand, he's a slightly cultured individual who's learned how to be a good person. Our antagonist is well motivated, and this is a worthy successor to Vinland Saga. Now, if you've read Vinland Saga, you'll know what I'm talking about. That one is an excellent story, and this one I could see just as well. Now, the cons for this is that it is an unavoidable tragedy. There is going to be no happy ending to this one way or the other. I mean, regardless how the cards are set, it's going to be bad no matter what. Someone's going to die. I mean, yes, if Luke gets his revenge, that's great. But other characters have their reasons for revenge, and they should get that as well. So it's kind of I don't see this having a great happy ending. It's going to be pretty sad. Now, the tropes are obviously a child raised by wolves, Viking raiders, and more importantly, revenge. There are tons of characters who have revenge as their motivation in this story. And I'm not going to say any more, but just definitely read this. It is worth it. And so, if you agree with you, disagree with me, you can email me personally at Zan, that's xan@spiraken.com. You can tweet me at Spiraken. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you like this or didn't. And we'll discuss this. Leave a comment down below. And with that in mind, let's actually get to the manga releases for the week. We've got a lot of them, so let's get to it. Starting off, we've got Yunoi Tsukihiko's Happy Hell, Volume 6. The White Cat's Divine Scratching Post, Volume 3. Wash It All Away, Volume 9. I can't believe this series is still coming out. Then you have Villains Destined to Die, Volume 9. Then you have The Valiant Must Fall, Volume 7. Vagabond Deluxe Edition, Volume 6. Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, Volume 14. Uni Like You, Volume 1. Undead Unluck, Volume 26. Usugi-kun Wants to Quit Being a Girl, Volume 1. The Trapped Form of Illness Wants to Escape from Sadistic Prince, Volume 5. The Too Perfect Saint Tossed Aside by My Fiancé and Sold to Another Kingdom, Manga number 7. Tonight I Have a Date with a Serial Killer, Volume 2. Tokyo Aliens, Volume 11. A Suitable Fetish, Volume 7. Snowball Earth, Volume 9. Skip Beat, Omnibus 495051. Shoten, Volume 11. Senpai is an Otonoko, My Cross-Dressing Classmate, Volume 8. See You in My 19th Life, Volume 11. Saving a Weapon Shop from Bankruptcy After the Demon King's Defeat, Light Novel number 1. Sakamoto Holidays, Volume 2. Revenge of the Baskerville Bloodhound, Volume 3. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 38. Puniru is a Kawaii Slime, Volume 1-2. Overgeared, Volume 11. Our Sunny Days, Volume 2. My Secretly Hot Husband, Volume 6. My Bias is Showing, Volume 3. Mission Yazakura Family, Volume 24. Megalumiere Magical Girl Incorporated, Volume 14. Let's Buy the Land and Cultivate It in Another World, Manga number 10. Lady Devil, Volume 6. Hero Fan Club, Volume 3. Kingdom, Volume 10. Kill the Villainess, Final Volume, number 7. I Love Amy, Volume 3. Hunter x Hunter, Omnibus 1920-21. Honkai Impact's Second Eruption, Volume 3. Hitting Rewind with You, Volume 4. Headhunted to Another World from Salaryman to Big Four, Volume 11. Half is More, Volume 1. The Fed Up Office Lady Wants to Serve the Villainous, Volume 4. A Gentle Noble's Vacation Recommendation, Omnibus 2, which is Volumes 4 to 6. Don't Hold Back, Lord Hades, Volume 4. Dog's Red, Volume 6. Doggo, Volume 2. The Death-Defying Princess Creates a Yuri Harem to Survive, Volume 1. Dear Sister, I've Become a Blessed Maiden, Volume 2. Come Back After Fate. Centauria, Volume 3. Blue Lock, Volume 33. Beware the Villainous, Volume 8. Backstabbed in a Backwater Dungeon. My trusted companion tried to kill me, but thanks to the gift of unlimited gacha, I got level 9999 friends and am out for revenge on my former party members and the world. Volume 12. Then we have Assassin's Creed Forgotten Temple, Volume 4. And those are the manga releases for the week. Which one are you most excited about? Let me know. Email me personally, zanspiraken.com, or tweet me at Spiraken. For me personally, my top 5 for this week are going to be The Death-Defying Princess Creates a Yuri Heaven to Survive, Volume 1. Half is More, Volume 1 is my pick of the week because it's an interesting concept about a half French, half Russian, half Japanese young man in Japan. Looks like it's a really cool concept. Then you have Puri is a Kawaii Slime, Volume 1 2. Looks really cute. Saving a Weapon Shop from Bankruptcy seems like a very fun isekai series. And then When We Like You, it just looks like it's going to be an interesting relationship story. Could be good, could be bad. We'll have to wait and find out. But which of these are you most excited about? Let me know. Email me personally, zan@sparkin.com, or tweet me at Sparkin. Let me know your thoughts. And with that in mind, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking out this podcast. Every email I get, every new contact, every new subscriber. It gives me more motivation to keep doing this. So thank you all so much. I'm going to keep doing this so an old man has to read manga with thick glasses. So keep on this journey with me. And with that in mind, beforehand, I always have to say, if you're watching on YouTube, as always, remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell for notification for when we release new episodes. We've got some new ones coming out. We've got our book reviews on Mondays. We got our manga reviews that are every Wednesday. We're actually releasing 2 episodes relatively soon to catch up for the 1 week I missed. But again, regardless, just disregard that. But anyway, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the most important part of this podcast, the most popular and the best part. And what are we talking about? We are talking about that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga, except no substitute. Now, what is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on it. And what I've done is I've assigned a manga title to each of the 10 slots. We're going to use our spin the wheel. Whatever number it lands on, that's the manga review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, episode 644. We've got some great titles on here, some weird titles, and a cute one. So let's spin the Spiraken Review, shall we? Number 4. So number 4 is going to be Drawing from Your Memory. This is a manga about a girl who is going to be copying from a dead friend. What's it about? Well, hopefully it's going to be good. It's going to be bad. We're going to have to find out. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. As usual, I'm your host, Zan. I am Gonzville. I'll catch you guys next time. And as always, keep reading manga. I will see you later.